presentation, we decided to do home instead senior care, and there are locations all around the world, so we decided to narrow it down and do the Fort Mitchell location.
So some questions that we wanted to kind of focus on before the presentation, just some objectives of what we want you to get out of the presentation. What is home care? What is home care, or how is home care paid for? Excuse me. What are some of the different services and benefits that are offered by Home Instead? And then kind of taking a look at, are there any preconceived notions that people have regarding home care? And then also, how is home care accessed and who's eligible to receive this care? So, history of the Home Instead Senior Care Program was founded in 1994 by Paul Hogan and his wife Lori. And this kind of came about after Paul was watching his family take care of their grandmother. She wanted to stay at home, and she lived to be 100 years old, and he saw how much it kind of took out of his family not having some additional resources there to help. So he wanted to do something to change that. So they started Home Instead to help families care for their aging loved ones. Started out of Omaha, Nebraska, and it's now expanded. They've got thousands of franchises all over, all across the United States, and even internationally. They have one in Tokyo, for example. And they also, as a part of Home Instead, have started a lot of other programs and philanthropy as well. So they have the Home Instead Senior Care Foundation, as well as Give 65, which is crowdsourcing, which helps raise funds for different amounts of resources for caregivers and different programs available for seniors. So they also have the Home Instead Center for Successful Aging, and that's a partnership with University of Nebraska Medical Center, and they work to provide education to not only caregivers, but they also offer preventative care for seniors as well out of that facility.
So they have many services provided. Their companionship services include things like mental sharpening, outdoor activities, and socialization, just to help the family member feel like they have somebody there for them when their other family members can't be there with them. They also provide meals and nutrition to the loved one. Grocery shopping, meal preparation is done by a staff member, and they also will prepare family recipes from childhood to help make the family member feel more cared for. They also offer transportation and some household duties. They'll take your loved one to their doctor's appointments, grocery shopping in general, and take them to their religious services or special family events, for example. And household duties include laundry and ironing, cleaning around the house, bed making, anything that will require the family not to need to worry about their loved one doing it by themselves and getting hurt in the process. Respite care is important because it gives the family member who is the primary caretaker of their loved one a break for a little bit. Sometimes the family member needs a break, sometimes the caregiver needs a break, and they will have a caregiver come in and either on a scheduled basis or a need-to-know basis to take over the responsibility of the family caregiver. They also offer hospice care services and dignified and sensitive personal care. Hospice care includes personal care, emotional support, they'll read to them, and dignified and personal care is dressing and grooming, incontinence care, and toileting. They also provide 24-hour services as well as live-in services. So 24-hour services, you can do shifts. 5 or 6 caregivers will go in 8-hour shifts and just day and night come take care of your individual. They don't need to stay at your house and you don't need to provide them with meals. However, the live-in services, they are 3 caregivers divided into this, and they have to stay at your house during the night, and you have to provide them with a private room and meals. Benefits include assistance with toileting at all hours of the day and night, and immediate emergency contact, as well as light housekeeping and laundry assistance. Alzheimer's, dementia, and Parkinson's are also needs that need to be met sometimes in home settings. So their Alzheimer's and dementia care, they try to encourage the individual to be as independent as they can, as necessary. They do routine maintenance, help with transportation, and try to do mental sharpening to help slow the progression. And Parkinson's, they help them adjust to their disease, and they offer personal care for those individuals.
So eligibility for this program, there's really no specific guidelines for this. They offer help and care to all elders who may need help performing activities such as the daily living activities, eating, dressing, bathing, toileting, as well as transferring incontinence. It helps with a variety of elders. They may be recovering from an illness or a surgery, or like a knee replacement, or they may just need help with emotional support on top of physical assistance. For example, a senior who may lose their spouse, they can become depressed and ultimately lonely, and maybe make their health suffer because of it, or they may forget to pay their bills. They may need help they may need to be reminded to take their medication. So in conclusion, any elder whose health or safety may be affected daily is eligible for this program. As for costs, it pretty much is based on where you're located, as well as the level of assistance that your loved one may need. There are some insurances that will pay for this, but Medicare is not one of those that are included in that. They do provide services by the hour and also by the day. So it offers seniors who may need 24 hours a day of care to remain at home. If you are a veteran, however, there is a benefit that they will aid in attendance that will often pay for the services that are provided.
So for accessing the program, we did the Fort Mitchell office, which covers the counties Kenton, Boone, and Campbell. So within those, like the cities within those counties are the ones that the Fort Mitchell office provides assistance to. So you can contact Home Instead through their website, email, or phone. Their website offers many resources on there. Like there's plenty of tabs. You can figure out what kind of services are provided. You can figure out pricing, eligibility, cost. So with that, the Home Instead website is also available on a variety of formats such as phones, tablets, the computers obviously, and then with the multiple services provided, it offers to a large magnitude of clients, and it assists to their mobility needs.
So wrapping up the presentation, looking at some questions afterwards, I know that my perceptions of home care really changed after learning about Home Instead. Initially, I was just somebody who will come in, a couple hours here and there, maybe help them with their meds or something like that. But then seeing Home Instead offers, everything from 24-hour care to specifically like Parkinson's or Alzheimer's care, as well as providing services like taking loved ones out to the hairdresser or getting them to family functions, things like that. And then with the costs, again, varies based off of level of care that's needed. Trying, having someone in the home a couple hours a day providing respite care isn't going to be as much as the 24-hour level of care. Again, Medicare doesn't pay for that, but a lot of private insurances will, and then additional resources can be taken care of out of pocket. So Home Instead offers tons of benefits through their services, everything from helping with activities of daily living to meal prep, providing transportation for the seniors, even as much as living in and just helping to give everybody peace of mind. And the program, again, can be accessed through the website. It has a ton of super helpful resources. They also have like a phone chat line, and many people at the offices there and willing to help provide as much information as needed to decide if, hey, hey, this is the right program for us. It also offers talking points for loved ones to talk with their family member about, hey, maybe, this would be a good idea if we could get somebody to come in and help drive you to the grocery store, help you prepare meals, things like that, like good talking points to kind of get the conversation going with the family members. And eligibility-wise, going back to what Joel was talking about, anybody who needs that additional help with their activities of daily living, or maybe just needs some sort of companionship or emotional support if there's loss of loved one.
So to wrap up our presentation, Home Instead as a program began in 1994 in Omaha, Nebraska. It was put in place to help the elderly get professional help within the home so that you don't have to just put your loved ones in like hospice care or just putting them in like a nursing home. It provides a wide variety of services that I hope went into detail, such as companionship and transportation, if they have Alzheimer's or dementia or Parkinson's. And then Home Instead does not have any specific eligibility guidelines. So if you need the care, then they can provide it for you. It provides a wide variety of prices depending on the level of assistance and what kind of care that you need provided to your loved one. So, and then Home Instead is able to be accessed across a wide variety of platforms, and it has plenty of information on their websites, and you can always call or email them to get information as well. And then Home Instead is just trying to change the outlook of elderly care as far as bringing assistance to the home. And then these are our references.